What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for watching and supporting. Got a great video for you guys today from Ted Cruz. Always good to hear from him. Before we jump into this video, just wanted to let you guys know we have all our channels linked in the description below. If you could go subscribe to all of those, it would help us out a ton. We never really know which channels we can and can't post on, so if you have all of them subscribed, you will always know where we're at. Appreciate you guys. Let's dive in. Alright, so weighing in on Afghanistan, he had a few really interesting things to say. One thing I'm really kind of pumped to share about more than anything. Joe Biden's address today was beyond disappointing. Instead of blaming others, Joe Biden owes the American people a real explanation of what went so wrong so fast in Afghanistan. And this is, pretty much the same comments from everyone else, is that you can't just deflect this. Like, you've got to take ownership. You're the president of the United States, man. Like, it was such a blatant lie, and we were catching him in his lies, and he's up there blabbering on television and just horribly talking about the whole thing. It was 5 days ago. I'm like, what, 5 days ago? People died 5 days ago. Is that not important to you? You can't just brush it off because it was 4 or 5 days ago. We know when it happened, bro. Like, the botched Biden-Harris withdrawal is devastating to America's standing in the world. Now Biden must reassure the American people that he is working on getting Americans out of Afghanistan immediately. Well, we know that's not true. So then he also shared this on Twitter. These White House talking points try to pin blame on everyone except Biden, even the Afghan military. But it was Biden who ordered an incoherent and precipitous abandonment. And it was Biden, along with his hand-picked team, who misled Americans for weeks about the unfolding catastrophe. So then check it out. Here's the White House. This is from Jen Psaki's office, all right? Top line, the president was not willing to enter a third decade of conflict and surge in thousands of more troops to fight in a civil war that Afghanistan wouldn't fight for themselves. It's clear from the past few weeks that would have been necessary. More troops for an indefinite amount of time. The administration knew that there was a distinct possibility that Kabul would fall to the Taliban. It was not an inevitability, it was a possibility. POTUS said in July that the Afghan military had the capability to fight the Taliban, but they had to demonstrate the will. Sadly, that will did not materialize. The administration planned for every possibility. We had contingency plans in place for any eventuality, including a quick fall of Kabul. That's why we had troops pre-positioned in the region to deploy as they have done. We are focused on safely evacuating the U.S. Embassy personnel, American citizens, SIV applicants, and their families, and targeted Afghans. We had deployed 6,000 U.S. military to Afghanistan to secure the airport and ensure that those evacuation flights, as well as the commercial and charter flights, can safely depart. And this is ridiculous. I'm sure you guys are going to be blown up about this one in the comments, because this is... the date on this is August 16th. But indefinite war was and is unacceptable to the president. The administration has deployed 6,000 U.S. military to Afghanistan to secure the airport and ensure that evacuation flights, commercial and charter flights, can safely depart. Chairman Milley and Secretary Austin are working to restore order at the airport so those flights can take place. Those two, that's your first mistake in all of this. Like, this is insane. Many have asked why we did not evacuate more Afghanistan civilians sooner. Part of the answer is that many did not want to leave earlier. Many Afghans to whom we gave visas to come to the U.S. chose to stay in their country. Still hopeful. Nearly 2,000 SIV applicants and their families are in the United States, and the administration is prepared to evacuate thousands of American citizens, SIV applicants, and targeted Afghans. Was this an intelligence failure? The administration knew that there was a distinct possibility that Kabul would fall to the Taliban. It was not an inevitability, it was a possibility. And the administration planned for every possibility. There were contingency plans in place for any eventuality, including a quick fall of Kabul. That's why there were troops pre-positioned in the region to deploy as they've done. You can see how they deflect to the same BS points. The president said in July that the Afghan military had the capability to fight the Taliban, but they had to demonstrate the will. Tragically, this will did not materialize. Here's what the president was not willing to do: enter a third decade of conflict and surge and thousands of more troops to fight in a civil war that Afghanistan wouldn't fight for themselves. When Trump made the agreement, there were 13,000 U.S. troops in Afghanistan. When POTUS took office, Trump had drawn down troops to 2,500. It's clear from the past few weeks that would have been necessary. Here's the I don't even need to go there. I know you guys all agree with me on that. That's just such a BS statement. President was unwilling to send U.S. men and women back to Afghanistan for an indefinite war. There's all the talking points. Pre-planned, pre-mapped out. I mean, it's... this administration's a joke. It's just a joke. But anyways, good stuff from Ted Cruz. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Check out those channels we have linked in the description below as well. Stay safe out there more than anything, and stay tuned for more updates.